Hi, everyone. It's Doug. This is not the daily Wordle puzzle. This is a game called Connections. Why am I playing Connections? Well, here's the deal. A number of people have reached out to me asking me to try this game. From what I can tell, this is a game in beta on the New York Times. You have to kind of Google search New York Times Connections game. You can get a link to it. So long story short, we're going to give this a try. I don't know a heck of a lot about it. We're going to try it, and here's what I'm going to ask you folks to do. Tell me in the comments below if you'd like to see me play this game on a regular basis. Were you entertained? Were you word game entertained by this? Your general thoughts. It's kind of important because if people like this and like me playing it, well, I'll do more of it. So here we go. The rules for Connections as it was explained to me. You have 16 words in a 4x4 grid presented to you. There are 4 groups of 4 words that have something in common. They're a group. They have something in common. And so our goal is to figure out the 4 groups of 4 words that are connected somehow. And if we are correct, we are rewarded. If we are wrong, we have up to 4 mistakes we can make before the game ends. And that's basically it. So we're going to go ahead and give this a try. And let's see if we have some fun with this. So here we go. 16 words. Spiral, elbow, cowboy, them, hip, airplane, shoulder, packer, mother, knee, Oklahoma, wrist, raven, shell, bow tie, bronco. Ah, yes, indeed. All right. Well, I can definitely determine what one of these groups are. It looks pretty clear to me. I don't know a lot about football. I stopped caring about football after the first XFL went under, but I know names of football teams, so I suspect that Raven, Bronco, Packer, and Cowboy are all connected as they are the names of what you would name individual members of a specific professional football team. So I guess you click submit. Let's go ahead and do that. And look at that. There we go. NFL players. All right. So happy to be correct on that one. So I don't think it gets any easier from here, actually. I feel like this is probably the trickiest part. After you figure out one that's clear, and then you're wondering about the rest. So now here's an interesting one. In theory, you might say, wait, I look at elbow, shoulder, hip, and knee. It is parts of the body, but then you see wrist, right? So I'm wondering maybe the answer here is joints. So hip isn't a joint necessarily, where shoulder, knee, wrist, and elbow are joints. So I suspect that the hip is kind of a red herring of sorts here, right? So I'm wondering, I think they're thinking of joints. So elbow, shoulder, knee, and wrist. We're going to go with that, and we'll click submit. Was that? No, one away. Okay. So I'm doing something wrong. So, okay. Elbow, shoulder, and wrist would be connected to the arm. Knee would not, but hip is not connected to an arm, so I don't think that has anything to do with it. Perhaps maybe shoulder is not the joint, but hip is. It could be something like that. But now I'm a little concerned about using up guesses here, right? So then I wonder to myself, well, what the heck would the other groups be? Them. Like, what is them going to have in common with any of these other words? That's compelling to me. Spiral is another one that I'm wondering about. Oh, wait a minute. I got it. I just figured it out. It's elbow is the odd man out. And do you know why? Okay, so you know what elbow matches with? And I don't have all four of them, but I know most of them. Shell. What do elbow and shell have in common? Is a hefty boy who likes carbs. These are types of macaronis. So here you've got spiral, which I believe is a macaroni type, and bow tie. So I think we're looking at elbow, shell, bow tie, and spiral, as I'll just call them macaronis. I'm going to go with it. And there we go. Pasta shapes. There we go. So now we have the hip, shoulder, wrist, and knee, which I believe are a group. And I guess if this is correct, they have to tell you what the other group was. But assuming I'm correct, mother, them, Oklahoma, airplane. What on God's green earth would those four words have to do with each other? Oklahoma, airplane, mother, and them. Because I'm pretty confident in shoulder, hip, wrist, knee, and I don't even think that's the discussion point here. That's interesting to me. Do I just hit the button and find out the answer? Or do I take a moment and try and riddle it out? Airplane, Oklahoma, mother, and them. I don't know. I think that this probably has to do with words that are germane to the plot of a famous book or movie. I don't know which one, but I feel like these words are so disconnected in a general sense that they're all key aspects of a book or a movie. I don't think a song or a TV show, although that could be it too. But they're part of the plot or subject matter of a fictitious work. I'll go with that generically. But having said that, I'm pretty confident in shoulder, hip, wrist, knee. Let's go ahead and see if I'm right. Yes, joints, and then them, Oklahoma. Oh, I guess I have to click them. Okay, I don't know why it wouldn't just give me the reveal. It's not like I'm going to click something else, but we'll consider that a bug report for the Times. But here we go. What is the answer? What is the connection? Movies with an exclamation point at the end. Wow. So I was sort of right, but that's a very weird category. So there you go. I guess that was kind of cool. It's kind of fun, I think, if you've got the third one figured out, to guess what the fourth category is. That's actually more fun than anything else. So an interesting, unique game. This could be fun to do. Again, folks, I'm asking, please, I know this is kind of an impromptu, low-budget video without a lot of excitement behind it, but I'm all about, I would love to know if you like this, please like the video. And if you'd be so kind as to comment what you thought, because this will be something for me to consider. So there you go. There you have it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Doug Midsland.